I'm James Jefferson. Tonight, you're stepping into our cage.
I am Bob Maloney, the man on the street, and tonight, we're going to tap you out.
The MMA Sports Extreme Show starts right now.
Batteries Plus bulbs keep stacks of batteries for cars, cell phones, watches, plus light bulbs for lamps, can lights, and appliances right on hand. Did I mention we also repair smartphones? Batteries Plus bulbs. Trust the plus. Visit Batteries Plus bulbs today.
Let Arizona Designs grow your company. Our creative team can expand your company's image with your unique look. Arizona Designs will apply your logo to custom business cards, banners and signs, billboards, social media, and let's not forget our award-winning vehicle wraps. Market your company 24 hours a day with a look you will be proud of that earns you business. Call 1-800-600-1412 for a free marketing and branding consultation.
Welcome to the MMA and Sports Extreme Show. I'm JJ with your man on the street, Bob Maloney, and we're here tonight. We're going to cover GPG 19, and later in the show, we're going to give you a preview for GPG 20. But I'll tell you what, we should start with the fight of the night from GPG 19. What do you think, Bob?
Mike Winters versus Josh Key went the distance. What a brawl.
You're right, Bob. It was one of those fights that as a promoter, you're just praying for because it's 3 rounds of 2 guys, rock'em sock'em robots, baby.
Well, Dante Rivera brought his boy down, Josh Key down the turnpike, and Josh Key is a fantastic grappler. He's a leg lock master, but he went back and forth, grappling, fighting. It was a very entertaining fight both ways, grappling, striking. You have it all in this fight, ladies and gentlemen.
I give the coach to Winters a lot of credit because I saw him with really great defense against that knee lock.
Yes, he obviously trained for it, and speaking with him both before and after the fight, he watched film on Josh, so he was ready. And once you get sweaty, it's really tough in the 3rd round to lock up submissions, as many guys know, because you're just a pile of sweat, especially what they did the first 2 rounds. They both left it all in the cage. There was nothing left at the end.
Enough talking about it. Let's go to the highlights. Right off the bat, these guys got to it. I mean, they came out very focused. Athletes both made weight in great shape, and you had a fighter with a lot more experience going against a fighter with some great technique.
It was also one of those fights, James. At the end of the fight, you would look at both guys and you would say, wow, that guy got his rear end kicked. But the end result always doesn't come out that way, as Mike Winters did suffer quite a bit of facial damage in this fight from Josh Key, but Mike did walk away with a real close victory. And both those guys are great guys too.
I think both fighters were equal on their striking, but obviously with Winters with the extra takedowns, especially New Jersey judges, they love the takedowns, and he was very effective with his takedowns.
Absolutely, and he was active. He wasn't just taking him down and holding him down. It wasn't a lay and pray. Very busy, very active. The crowd was into the fight, James. That's why you gave him the fight of the night, because...
Yeah, we brought them back in and gave them a little extra cash bonus because they entertained the fans and they made their coaches proud.
Absolutely. The crowd basically made a decision because they were on their feet at the end of that fight, just like we all were.
Yeah, we're lucky that the fights are getting better each time. GPG 19 did not disappoint. A lot of great positive social network. Facebook was blowing up with a lot of these fights, and I think we should go to one of the other fights right now.
Sounds like a deal.
Dueling Murphy's up next, and you know, Dueling's one of the guys we wanted to have back as soon as possible because his fight back in December with Pete Pettis was a fantastic fight. Two of our favorite fighters, and here we go.
I mean, at the beginning of this fight, if you were asking me about the matchup, James, I would say that Tim Dueling had the clear grappling advantage and that Darnell Murphy had the striking advantage. And you know what? What a surprise this turned out to be. You see in the highlights right there.
Dueling unleashed the fury.
Unbelievable strike. Started off with the head kick and then finished it up with the hands. Another Dante Rivera project.
Yeah, Dante keeps bringing great fighters. It was a great fight. And when we come back, more of GPG 19.
Batteries Plus Bulbs keep stacks of batteries for cars, cell phones, watches, plus light bulbs for lamps, can lights, and appliances right on hand. Did I mention we also repair smartphones? Batteries Plus Bulbs. Trust the plus. Visit Batteries Plus Bulbs today.
Global Proving Ground returns May 2nd with a night of future world champions. Be there live as Desmond M80 Moore, Mike Ferrante, Sean Shorty Rock Santella, Alec Hubin, and Brandon Pennington go to war in the cage. Plus, watch the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight immediately following the event. Global Proving Ground 20, live May 2nd at the Event Center in Pennsauken, New Jersey. For tickets, go to localmmatickets.com. The Event Center in Pennsauken, New Jersey is the premier place for live combat sports, DJ dance parties, comedy nights, live bands, or any special occasion, including weddings or Sweet 16s. It's 50,000 square feet of entertainment, all under one roof. The Event Center, 1444 Route 73 in Pennsauken, New Jersey. Call us at 856-317-1000 or check us out on the web at 73eventcenter.com.
Saving money isn't enough anymore. What if your phone system can make you money? Can your phone system do that? At Xtel, our hosted PBX phone systems are completely cloud-based. No expensive equipment to buy and no maintenance contracts. Get loads of sophisticated features that are impossible with a traditional phone system. Features like voicemail to email, conference bridge, Outlook integration, and so much more. Turn your phone system into a money maker. Increase efficiency and productivity with hosted PBX by Xtel. Call us at 1-800-GET-XTEL or visit xtel.net.
Welcome back to the MMA and Sports Extreme Show. Bob, we're right here in the middle of GPG 19, and this next fight is very interesting, and I want the fans at home to pay attention. We're going to show the interview of Mr. Bordenero, and I call him Mr. because he reminds me of a Renaissance man. When you see his interview, you're going to picture a scientist, a professor, and it just proves to you that you can't always judge a book by its cover, because going into this fight, sitting cage side as the promoter, I kind of was looking at this fight maybe going the other way, but we'll let you take a look at it for yourself. What are your thoughts?
He's quite an interesting character, Matt Bordenero, and like I said, you guys take a look for yourself.
My name is Matt Bordenero. I'm from Buffalo, New York, and I'm fighting out of Western New York mixed martial arts. Pretty laid back. I don't know. I'm not like a standard fighter. I'm not like out for blood. I don't hate anyone I fight. I don't know. I don't need to hate someone to try and take their head off or like rip their arm off. You know what I mean? So it's what we signed up for. First thing when I'm walking into a cage is I'm wondering how long it's going to take me to get out and get a beer. My two best attributes are my amazing hair and my like perfect facial symmetry. And he's going to be like stunned when he sees my face across the cage. He's just going to be like so distracted by my good looks that he's not going to know what he's going to do. And that's how I'm going to win.
I mean, Bob, the guy's a Renaissance man.
He puts a smile on your face just talking to him, James. It was a pleasure doing the interview with him afterwards, too.
Kind of guy you're going to have a beer with.
Absolutely.
But then, you got Hayes coming in, chiseled, focused, like an eagle ready to catch its prey.
Craig Hayes from Cambridge, Maryland, USA, and I train out of Baker Martial Arts. High volume striking and a well-rounded game. Well, when I look at Matt, I pretty much see a guy that has some ability as a counter wrestler, has some good ground skills, but doesn't really have enough striking ability to me. I see him breaking down. Prediction, going there and break him down probably near the end of the first round. Either TKO or submission.
And you're looking at this. One guy's a professor ready to read you a bedtime story, and the other guy's ready to tear your head off. And it didn't go that way, did it?
No, Darnell Hayes from the weigh-ins on had his game face on, as you say, and it was a great event, the fight between these two guys.
Enough anticipation. Let's go to the highlights. As you can see, he's chewing gum. He's walking in. And Hayes is very serious. And as you can see right away, he wasn't really stunned by his beauty. He came in, took him very seriously. Tried to take the back there. Came in, tried for a takedown, and it's a great fight. I mean, went back and forth. Hayes, came in with a lot of power, but I say the Renaissance man had a lot of skills that we did not know.
Absolutely. I mean, behind all that,
I mean, look at that elbow.
behind all that sense of humor and that, the self-loathing a little bit, he is a warrior in the cage, which is what we look for. We want warriors in the GPG cage. He fits the bill.
Yeah, if you've come out to a Global Proving Ground event, you need to come out to another one, because what happens is we learn and it gets better every time. From our matchmakers to everyone doing production to everyone involved, we're all working hard, and these events just get better and better.
Absolutely. GPG 20, right around the corner.
Oh, we're going to talk about that one soon, but let's go to the next fight.
Absolutely. Next up, we have Washington De Silva versus Marquez Worrell in the main event, James.
Wait, Washington De Silva, that's Renzo Gracie Academy guy.
Absolutely, and he has a little bit more than the jiu-jitsu, as you will see soon.
Absolutely, this is a great fight. One of the things about these guys coming out of the Renzo Gracie schools, they're very well skilled, they're very well conditioned as well.
And Marquez Worrell, let me tell you something. He was quite a showman. He had dropped his hands a lot, not recommended by many trainers, but trying to get the grappler to engage with him in striking. And, Washington De Silva was more than willing to throw some strikes as well as grappling. And as you see, it went the distance, and it was a great fight again.
The fans were on their feet the entire fight, and it actually became a problem because they all were coming in around the cage. Security had to back them up a little bit, but this is a great fight. Both fighters showed a lot of skill, a lot of confidence. And, as some promoters say, don't ever let it go to the judges because you never know what happens. But I believe they got it right here because we had a nice arm bar there.
Absolutely.
And went to the end, and we have a win for Renzo Gracie Academy and Washington De Silva.
I'm looking forward to his return to the Global Proving Ground, James, because he's an exciting fighter. And,
okay, absolutely. I mean, GPG 19 was fantastic. And when we come back from break, we're going to highlight the tickets you need to get, which is GPG 20, and a preview of the next fight. And this might be the night of the century between the fights and some of the other surprises we have for you. We'll be right back.
Saving money isn't enough anymore. What if your phone system can make you money? Can your phone system do that? At Xtel, our hosted PBX phone systems are completely cloud-based. No expensive equipment to buy and no maintenance contracts. Get loads of sophisticated features that are impossible with a traditional phone system. Features like voicemail to email, conference bridge, Outlook integration, and so much more. Turn your phone system into a money maker. Increase efficiency and productivity with hosted PBX by Xtel. XTEL. Call us at 1-800-GET-XTEL or visit xtel.net.
Global Proving Ground returns May 2nd with a night of future world champions. Be there live as Desmond M80 Moore, Mike Ferrante, Sean Shorty Rock Santella, Alec Hubin, and Brandon Pennington go to war in the cage. Plus, watch the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight immediately following the event. Global Proving Ground 20, live May 2nd at the Event Center in Pennsauken, New Jersey. For tickets, go to localmmatickets.com.
Welcome back to the MMA and Sports Extreme Show. Bob, we don't want to forget we had a great debut, and if you can tell the fans at home a little bit about that quick fight.
Nick Wesley versus Greg Quarantello. Greg Quarantello is a seasoned fighter. Hasn't had much success, but he's still a tough guy. Taking on Nick Wesley, comes in, making his debut. First round was back and forth, James. Back and forth. And then Nick Wesley wound up locking in a beautiful triangle choke and finishing up, and he was very excited to get his first victory inside the cage as a professional with a submission victory in his debut.
Well, it was quick, and GPG 19 was a fantastic fight. We had great 3-round fights. We had a couple quick finishes. The fans were on their feet from beginning to end. GPG 19 gave us a springboard now to what I think is going to be a night of the century at GPG 20 with a full card. At this point, it looks like we have 12 fights. But what we're doing is, because we set this date with the state 6 months ago, we had no idea that the boxing fight of the century was going to be on the same night. So we're going to reward the GPG fans. You buy a ticket to GPG 20, we're going to give you the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight for free. That's right. On the back of this ticket, you get this ticket. You get Mayweather-Pacquiao if you come to GPG 19. We're starting the fights a little early, and you're going to be able to come out. And I tell you what, this is going to be a really packed card. We're bringing back some of our best fighters. Washington Da Silva coming back.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that a $99.95 pay-per-view, when I can come to GPG and watch the fights, a full card of fights, 12 MMA fights, and then watch Pacquiao Mayweather for $40, James? Is that what you're telling me?
No, there's more.
There's more. Well, what is there?
Well, how about 5 bars? How about a billiards room? How about all the free parking you want right across the Tacony Palmyra Bridge at the GPG Event Center, right on Route 73?
Like you said, the night of the century with the fight of the century.
You remember the last organization that kept having their fights at the same venue all the time? Who was that? Strike Force in San Jose. And we have our fights always in the same location, right there at the GPG Event Center. You can find us real easy. And this fight card is stacked.
We're loaded. We have some major prospects lined up for this card. We have Desmond Moore out of American Top Team up there.
He's a rising star. He
trains with Carmelo Moreira, who had a very successful UFC career. He's 3-0, and he's taking on another tough guy, too, in Corey Simmons, and that's a terrific fight. We also have Sean Shorty Santella, who's the head BJJ instructor at Miller Brothers.
So they'll be in the house.
Mixed martial arts, absolutely. And
Robert Navone's bringing 4 fighters from Vegas, bringing them in with their sponsor so they can fight right in the GPG cage, because they're even hearing about us in Vegas.
Coach Navone don't mess around. He means business.
He was actually at the last event, GPG 19, scouting everything for his fighters, and he had his eagle eye out there.
He was writing things down for us, keeping
if James moved those lights, they're going to be in my fighter's eyes. I'm going to make sure I fix that.
He called me and asked me about those green lights. He's keeping a tab on us.
But I tell you what, make sure you go to localmmatickets.com, get your tickets now, because it will be sold out, especially with the free pay-per-view right on top of it.
Night of the century, GPG 20.
There you have it, GPG 19, now GPG 20. This stuff costs a lot of money, so now we have to go give some props to all of our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
The Event Center in Pennsauken, New Jersey is the premier place for live combat sports, DJ dance parties, comedy nights, live bands, or any special occasion, including weddings or Sweet 16s. It's 50,000 square feet of entertainment, all under one roof. The Event Center, 1444 Route 73 in Pennsauken, New Jersey. Call us at 856-317-1000 or check us out on the web at 73eventcenter.com.
Let Arizona Designs grow your company. Our creative team can expand your company's image with your unique look. Arizona Designs will apply your logo to custom business cards, banners and signs, billboards, social media, and let's not forget our award-winning vehicle wraps. Market your company 24 hours a day with a look you will be proud of that earns you business. Call 1-800-600-1412 for a free marketing and branding consultation.
Saturday, April 11th. Boxing's best storm into Brooklyn as boxing superstar Danny Garcia faces the hard-hitting Lamont Peterson. And undefeated Peter Quibble looks to stay perfect against Irish Andy Lee. Live from Barclays Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and the Arena box office. Or watch it live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on NBC.
Welcome back to the MMA and Sports Extreme Show. As always, Bob, we attach something important with the community with what we do at Global Proving Ground because we are about honor and spirit and respect. This event, we are fighting for wounded soldiers. And what that means is we have the Veterans Administration coming in, we have tickets for veterans, we have different organizations, and we're giving away a lot of tickets to veterans. I've mentioned before, my father is a 100% disabled Marine from Vietnam, and we need to have an outpouring in our community all the time for all these veterans.
It gives you a great feeling, James, after you have an event and you have all that adrenaline dump, you have great fights, and then you think, it was also great too because, like you said, in the past we've had people there, and this one for the wounded soldiers. Listen, if you don't respect our military, then there's something wrong with you. So this is about showing respect to our military. They're out there and they're getting wounded, and they're the ones that are fighting for us to be able to be here, having fun, having MMA events, having Night of the Century, and I got nothing but mad props and respect for those guys that put their lives on the line for us every day.
As all of our events that are attached with charity, Global Proving Ground itself does not handle any of the charity stuff. We're not a 501c. We let them come in and actually handle any kind of donation or charitable stuff. They are the legal charity, so they usually have a booth right there so you can talk to the charity directly, so there's never any kind of gray area. It's very, very cut and dry. We also have an event coming up April 25th. And this show was airing before that, and that's the Golden Gloves Championships. And this is a momentous event because this is the first time ever the Pennsylvania Golden Gloves Championships, that's the West, the Central, and the East Coast, which is happening this weekend. The winners of all that are actually having their championships in New Jersey on Route 73 in Pennsauken at the Event Center.
It's awesome, James, because it's the finals. It's the best of the best. Pennsylvania is a rich tradition in boxing. It's a huge state. You're talking a lot of people, and we're getting the cream of the crop at the Event Center, the finals.
There's a very good chance there'll be an Olympic finalist here at this. So you want to get out and see these guys from here. They go right to Las Vegas and then on to the Olympics. So this is a very important thing to be at. So it'll be the 25th. To Saturday. It starts at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We have it earlier because we actually have Joe Conklin coming to the Event Center right after that night. So we start early with the boxing all day, and that's also a community thing with the Golden Gloves. And then we have famous Joe Conklin doing his sports and comedy right there inside the Event Center.
I'm looking forward to getting some good laughs in, James.
He's Bob Maloney, the man on the street. I'm JJ, the guy that pays all the bills. And you've been at the MMA and Sports Extreme Show.